Hi Bruno, Oceana here with G3 Agency with your free website audit for Empire Pavers in San Francisco, California. In this free SEO website audit provided by G3 Agency, I'm going to show you 3 to 4 things that you can do to get Empire Pavers in front of the people who are searching for paver services in the Bay Area. Like I said to Micah on the phone, I don't expect anything in return for this video. I am really trying to put as much information out there in the hands of the local business owners. This is my passion. It may seem silly to you, but I wake up in the morning excited to help local business owners with this stuff. So I'm making these free videos. You can think of it as a business card with oomph. But the idea is that you can take this information and do this stuff yourself, have somebody on your team do it, or of course, I do this professionally. If you want help with any of this, we can meet and talk about whether or not a partnership would make sense between our companies. But let's go on and get started. So first thing is I always check for a click to call phone number at the top. Now you do have your phone number listed right here in a way that's very visible, but I would say it definitely should be bigger, and also more importantly it should be click to call, meaning that someone could just tap this on their phone and it would pull up their phone app and it would give you a call automatically. And that's going to make it easier for your 70% of visitors that are going to be on their mobile phones to just give you a ring right then and there. And that's going to help you with your conversions quite a bit. Now that's the last thing I'm really going to say about how to get people to call you and take action once they're on your site. We do, of course, do that sort of stuff and help with call to action and all that. But the rest of this video is really going to be more about getting people to your site to begin with. So, here we have the first thing that I'm really going to go over is content. So I'm going up and down just kind of looking for words, seeing how many words there are on the page and if they're relevant. So from what I could tell, they're definitely relevant. You're not talking about random stuff, right? But you're definitely going to want to increase the amount of words on your home page, and probably, I'm assuming, on the other pages as well. So we recommend to our clients that they have at least 3,000 words on their homepage and 1,500 or more on their other pages. The reason for this is that Google sees content as king. Basically, if you have more words on the topic, that must mean that you are the expert, and that must mean that you are the most relevant person to show to their searchers. So you definitely want to increase the amount of words on your home page and on your other pages as well. And then if I right click on an image and click Save Image As, I can see that this image was saved as iStock under dash this number. Yeah, so that's not really helping. What you want to do is actually save your images again, but this time save them as key phrases that people are actually typing into Google when they're looking for your services and they're in your service area. That's a bit of a mouthful, but I will show you how to find those key phrases people are using, and show you a few that you might be interested in including on your site and saving your images as those in a moment. First, I'm going to introduce you to Ahrefs. This is a tool that I use to get an in-depth look into how a website's performing, and I am going to point to a few important metrics on this page. The first is your UR score. It's on a scale from 0 to 100. How credible, how trustworthy does Google think that this exact web page is? And in this case, it's your home page. And then your DR score is that same thing, but for your entire website as a whole. How you increase this, and there is definitely an imbalance here. I want to take note. It looks like you're putting quite a bit of effort and doing a good job of raising your credibility with Google for your homepage, but you're neglecting the other pages on your site, which is causing an imbalance and causing Google to eventually to think that you are trying to pull a fast one on them, basically ranking your homepage a lot and then not actually having good content on the rest of your site. Google's going to see that as detrimental to you, and basically not trust you as much overall, and it's going to hurt your visibility when it comes to potential customers finding you. So you want to make sure to put effort into increasing your trust score on your other pages, not just your home page. And then how you increase that is not only with that content and saving the images like I talked about, but also with backlinks and referring domains. In case you don't know, a backlink is any link that goes from another website that points back to yours, and a referring domain is any website that has at least one of those backlinks on it to your site. So you've got 35 referring domains pointing to your site a total of 100 times, which is great. That's a good start. I would say you've got probably too many pointing to your home page, maybe not too many, but too much of a portion, too large a portion of them going to your home page. You really need to even it out and get this score to be more even than 17 and 2.2. And then here we have organic keywords and organic traffic. These are also very important. An organic keyword is any phrase that a person could type into Google and have you show up in the first 100 results. Now, being the 11th result is just about as bad as being non-existent, because showing up in the first 10 results, you get put on the first page of Google, which is great. But most people either find what they're looking for on the first page, or they give up and search something else or go back to their busy lives. Hardly anyone ever goes past that first page of Google, so that's how you could be showing up for 356 keywords, but only be getting 33 people coming to your site each month on average from these organic keywords. Now, that's not including anybody who typed your website in because they had your business card or clicked on your link from another site. This is just from organic traffic, so from Google. Now, here are some keywords that you might be interested in using. We've got Pavers, San Jose, California. So there are 4 important aspects that go into a good keyword. Something that you do, Pavers. Somewhere that you do it, San Jose, California. High volume, meaning a lot of people are searching for it. So this one has 60 people searching Pavers, San Jose, California, just like that, every single month on average, so 60 people. And then keyword difficulty, you want to be low. Keyword difficulty, or KD, basically is on a scale from 0 to 100, how difficult does this tool Ahrefs think it would be to get to the first page of Google? Now, with a KD of 1 out of 100, you'd think, wow, that's got to happen overnight. Super easy. You just throw a couple of keywords on your site and you're good to go. Unfortunately, that's not how SEO works. It does take time, even when it's a very low KD or keyword difficulty. So it's just going to take some time to get there, but it's totally doable. And then we have San Jose Pavers. This is probably similar people, right? They're in San Jose, they need pavers done, but they typed it a little bit differently, so it becomes its own key phrase there. And there's another 40 people. So together, this is 100 people looking for your services in the San Jose area. Then we have Bay Area Pavers and Landscaping. That might be a competitor name that people are typing in specifically, or it could be just that for some reason people are typing it in like that. I'm not sure. But here's another 40 people typing Pavers San Jose. That's slightly different, even though it's the same idea as San Jose Pavers, right? There's another 40 people. So you can see how it starts to add up. Now, if we type in Pavers, San Jose, California, just like this, those, how many people was it? 60 people are doing each month on average. This is what we get. So we've got ads up here. Most people skip right past those. And then we have the map pack, MAP PACK, map pack. And how you get up into the map pack is a little different. So I'm going to take a pause on talking about organic results down here and just talk about this really fast. So how you end up here is you need to make sure that you have a Google My Business listing. So if you look up your name and then your phone number, if you can't find it with just your name on Google, on this side of the screen will pop up a little information box about your website. And if you don't have one, I would go to look up Google My Business, and you'll find instructions for how to add one. And I wasn't able to find yours, which is why I'm telling you this. But perhaps you are able to find it. But you want to make sure that you have a Google My Business and that your name, address, and phone number are spelled exactly the way that you like it spelled, because then you're going to take that same information, your name, address, and phone number, and paste it all over different directories online like Yelp, Yext, City Star, White Pages, Yellow Pages, Facebook, etc. There are literally hundreds, maybe thousands of these. And what you can do is you go and add your information to these different directories, and that's going to help to boost your credibility, basically proving to Google, yes, we really exist. Yes, we really do offer these services in this service area. That's going to help with your credibility and visibility and showing up right here. Okay, so now back to the organic results, the most exciting part. So 30% of those 60 people coming to this page each month are going to be clicking on this link. We know that because that's what statistically happens every time. Now, mind you, there are some variations of that, right? Of course, it might not be 30%, it might be 35 one day, it might be more like 25 the next day, right? But around 30% are going to be clicking on this link right here. So we want to compare you to that and basically say, what is it that they're doing right, that they're showing up on that first page in that first position? But then what are they also missing out on that we could also do to get past them? So first, we look at the content. How many words do they have, and are they relevant? Well, they have relevant words, and they've got some, but still nowhere near that 3,000 minimum I was talking about. So if you hit that minimum, that's one way that you're ahead right there. And then if I right click on an image, click Save Image As, are they taking advantage of this? In stock, Calstone, Pavers too. They're not really taking advantage of those keywords. This isn't one of those keywords that we found that would be helpful. So that's another way we can get ahead. And then over here, we throw them into Ahrefs, and we can see right now that they're putting quite a bit of effort into their entire website as a whole, but they're not really doing much in order to stay at the top for this one page, for this keyword. So what that tells me is that there's a weakness there, and adding lots of backlinks and referring domains to help you show up on this page would actually do you quite a bit of good. So what I'm seeing here is actually it's not going to be too difficult. It won't take that long to show up on this page and get ahead of them. So that's really exciting. Okay, so that is the end of my presentation. This, of course, would work for any, any area that you serve. I kind of focused on San Jose because that was the one at the top, but it's all about the keyword research, right? So I would be happy to answer any questions that you have. I really appreciate your time watching this video, and I really hope that it made that it helped you in some way, that you feel more empowered now having watched this, knowing what you can do to increase the amount of customers that you have on a regular basis. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to your feedback.